Hi, it's your girl Tanya. I'm back. I know it's been a little while. I know my last video I made, I was just coughing like crazy. I still have the cough, just not as bad. And before you judge, a lot of people was like, "Did you go to the doctor?" Um, no, I didn't. Not yet. I'm trying some natural remedies before I go there because I don't know if you guys know the medical bills here can get real crazy real quick. Only for them to tell me that, I gotta let it pass because all I have is the cough. I don't have any other symptoms really. If I'm working out too hard, I do get like some tightness in like my chest, but I don't have any other symptoms. You wouldn't even think that I have this cough. It only really gets worse at night, which it is nighttime now. It's 7:58 p.m. Excuse me. um, but yeah, I just wanted to just do just a quick video here. So as you guys know, I do have my own travel business where I coach and teach others on how to have their own travel business as well. Teach people how they can save money and make money on travel. And it is one of my passions. It's not my only thing that I do. I also trade in the stock market. So I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that today because I know I had some people reach out to me and ask me questions about trading. Um, I don't know. I just feel like it's something else that I want to talk about. I'm the type of person that will try different things, different courses, different businesses, like my travel business online. And I feel like there's really not a lot of reviews about these different things out here. So just a little bit of a background. Okay, so I started my travel business at the end of 2018 in November. Excuse me. Before I did my travel business, I did a lot of other things too. So where do I start? I think first I started with wanting to be a coder to make apps. I wanted to be programmer. I took a course on computer programming in school and college, and I really, really loved it. It wasn't my major at all. I had nothing to really do with my major. I was a communications major. I don't know, maybe a little bit, but no, not really. It was more related to like programming, and I really liked it. So I'm like, hey, maybe this is something I can do. So I found a guy on YouTube. He was really, really good. Coding, it was a lot of fun, but I wanted something that was going to make me some money so I can quit my job, right? Because I wanted to work in my passion. It was fun, but it's a lot of work coding, first of all. It's a whole lot of work, a whole lot of code you got to put in. I created a few apps and I had a lot of fun doing it, but it was like, this could be a hobby because it's really hard to make money in apps nowadays because there's millions and millions of apps out there. You look on the App Store, it's so many, and so it's hard to really make a decent amount of money. So I kind of left that behind, and I looked into wealthy affiliate being a wealthy affiliate, affiliate marketing. That was cool. Maybe I didn't do it right. Who was it? I paid for, I think it was called Wealthy Affiliate. Yeah, Wealthy Affiliate. I paid for their membership. This is before my travel business. So this was either the end of 2017 or the beginning of 2018 when I did this. And it's a lot of information. It's cool, but I got my money back. I just didn't want to do it anymore. Yeah, Wealthy Affiliate. It's wealthyaffiliate.com. They gave me my money back and everything. I had my own little website. Of course, I didn't get the money back for that. That wasn't with them. But, or was it? I think I did pay for a month. And I'm like, no, I can't do this anymore. It just was stressing me out. It was irritating me. I think it's because the niche that I picked was just too large. Maybe I should have started smaller. And it was just so much learning, so much training, and it just wasn't a passion of mine. I wouldn't mind being an affiliate. I mean, technically I am with different things like It's like Travel Joy. Basically, if somebody uses my link and signs up, then we'll both get like half off. It was, that's basically what an affiliate is. You get either you can get money or items or something if somebody uses your link to sign up or buy a product or whatever. So that didn't work out for me. So what I tried next was penny stocks. Okay, so um I didn't just jump right into penny stocks. So for a long time, I've been interested in investing in the stock market. A few years ago, my very first stock was actually Walmart stock, which was because I worked at Walmart. So I'm like, oh, okay. I think Walmart had like some type of deal where you can like buy their stock. I don't even know what broker I used. Broker is basically the platform you need in order to buy stocks. And if you don't know what stocks is basically buying a part of a company. Stock shares, it's the same thing. So it's like buying partial part of a company. So if I bought some Walmart stock, I owned a very, very small percentage of Walmart. Basically, that's what stocks is. And it was exciting because I would buy the stock, I would invest in it throughout the year, and then at the end of the year, I had like $600, $700 so I can have Christmas presents to buy my family. So it was a pretty exciting experience. I'm like, well, shoot, now I got this money. So ever since then, I've been interested, but I never really looked into it. Um, what made me start thinking about it again? I don't know. Somebody got me thinking about it. Um, Robinhood. Oh, I know who. I'm not gonna say who. And it got me interested in stocks again. So I looked into penny stocks. And it was just so volatile with the penny stocks. And I didn't want to pay for those. It was like some really expensive courses with somebody. I'm like, I don't want to pay for this. So I didn't. And then I came across this guy called Chris Version on Facebook. He always get me motivated, get me pumped up. He had a class, but it wasn't expensive as like the other people. The other guy for the penny stocks was trying to charge like $100 and something, maybe $200 a month. This guy's class, like just basic class for Chris Virgin, was like $197, $200 basically for his class. And they said if you don't make your money back, then we'll give you, if we don't help you get your money back, then after you did all the coursework, and then you'll get your money back. And I'm like, why not give it a try? And I'm so glad I did. If I find some type of website or something, like I'm not an affiliate for him at all, I can leave the link to his website definitely in the comments. But if you're ever interested in just the basic knowledge of just learning stocks, his class was really helpful for me. I can't speak for anyone else, but he definitely helped me understand 401k a lot better. I mean, of course, I don't know everything. He didn't go over every single thing, but it gave me a whole picture of what to look for in a stock, what you should look at as far as the debt to income ratio, what kind of stocks you should buy, and things like that. And it was just a real helpful foundation for me. And I've totally made more than $200 back between, because I have an account for him. So I have my 401k. So he helped me with that. I made way more back in my 401k. I have an account for my daughter. She's 10 now. Made way more in her account, way more than $200 since I've done it. And now I've recently opened up an account for my 3-year-old. I think I opened that up maybe earlier last year, maybe the end of 2018. I don't know. And then I have another account for me. And each one of those accounts made way more than 200. Like my 401k, basically he encouraged us to basically take it over. So I buy my own stocks with it. I don't have it in like a mutual fund. Usually that's what, I don't know what your 401k has if you have one, but usually someone else is controlling it. They might have it in mutual funds, stocks, bonds, just all over the place. I decided to take it over myself. And I've made, I don't even have it all invested either. And not even with all the investments, I know I've made over 4 or 5 grand since I started his class. And that was like the middle of 2018. I started his class. So by the end of last year, I haven't really calculated since then. So by last year, yeah, I made over 5 grand in that account. My daughter's account, she was actually close to my 401k, and she made about 3 or 4 grand as well. The other ones are really small, maybe like a couple, maybe like 1,000, couple hundred, So I mean, it just depends on how much you have in there and how much you have invested. My daughter's account is almost completely invested. My 401k, I still have some room to make some more investments. And same for my son. He doesn't really, I haven't been saving I haven't had a whole lot of time to invest in his account. So he doesn't have as much money. And so it's my second account, because that second account I kind of use for investments, but I use the money for other things too. Basically other courses that I've taken, I've also used that money to take other courses that I can talk about in another video, because I don't like to make really long videos. But yeah, Chris Virgin, he's really good. A lot of people ask me what kind of stocks, like how do I get started? What kind of stocks do I need to get? What kind of, like, how do I invest in stocks? So this is what I tell people. All right, look at what you do every day. Look at what you eat, what you drink, what you drive, what you brush your teeth with, what makeup you use, phone you use, computer you use. Look at everything that you use every day. Look to see what that company is. So for me, I am an Apple head, okay? Got iPhone, iPad. I'm on my Mac right now. Okay. Apple Watch. So guess who I have? I don't want to say them. Do I have the majority of my stock in Apple? I have a lot of my stock in Apple. And trust me when I tell you, I made a lot of money off of Apple. I better, because all the money I spend on Apple. All right. Because I have an iPad. My husband has an iPad. My kids both have iPads. Okay. We all have iPhones. Well, my son doesn't, but all three of us have iPhones. He got a little iPod Touch that used to be my daughter's. That's what he has. He gets the hand-me-down Apple products. Oh, I also got AirPods. So best believe I'm getting some money back from Apple. Okay. So look at Apple. Look at Apple's financials. All right. Look at their debt to financial ratio. And then you don't just want to buy the stock right out. So before you even buy the stock, honestly, you're going to have to find a broker. So I started with Robinhood, which was a simple little app. It's cute. It's cute to get started with. I've also used other apps too, but you can't buy stock for them. From like Acorn was one. It helped me save like $1,500, just because it takes like the spare change off of like your accounts, and they take the money and they invest it into whatever. I don't know. But I know I looked at it one time and I had $1,500. I'm like, ooh, I'll take it. It took me like maybe like a year or a year and a half. So that was like travel money for me, right? So, I'm getting off topic. So Robinhood was good for me to start out with. A lot of people I know use Robinhood. I can actually leave a link for Robinhood below, because if you sign up with Robinhood, you with under me, we both get like a free stock. So that's cool if you want to give me a free stock. But I started with them. So then I decided to open an account with Fidelity for my daughter. Actually, I opened that account up before I even took Chris Virgin's class, because I knew I wanted to invest her money. So I just put her money into a mutual fund, which a mutual fund, if you don't know, is basically, it's somebody that, or maybe a group of people or a company, I don't know, they have like a group of stocks is like all in this fund. Okay. And then so I gave these people an ability, to have the money, and then they take the money and they invest it into this fund, this fund of stocks. I don't know. I'm probably not explaining it right. Just Google it. But instead of me doing that, after I took Chris Virgin's course, I took over my daughter's account, and I invested into the stocks that I wanted to invest in. And Apple was one of them. Facebook was another one. I don't have them all down in my head, but basically, you want to look at the company's financials, and you want to invest into a company that you know and trust. Okay. Um, so yeah, and then I'll go over some other courses that I've taken. Um, these are people that I'm not getting any money from or anything. So this is just my experience with them. Now with Chris Virgin, his course was good. I did end up buying this little book. The book was cool, but it wasn't really worth anything. It was so short. I mean, it was some good information in there. It was just a story of how he was talking to a millionaire. I mean, it was cool, but I'm like, well, I could have saved that. I think it was like $8 or something. But he also has some other courses too. I didn't invest in those. I think he has like one for starting a business, another for renting property or something like that. I thought about doing that one eventually because that is something that I want to get into in the future, but we'll see. I don't want to bite off more than what I can chew. So the only one I took is the one for, I think it says how did I turn $100 into 100K, something like that. Um, I like his course. When I emailed him and his team, they did get back with me because I had some questions. So that was very helpful. I do know the last time I emailed them, maybe I need to check again. I didn't even get an email back because you're supposed to have like forever access to the courses, which I do log on from time to time, and I do take a look because some things I can't remember. So I'll take a look, and it's still there. I still have access to it, and it's been over a year because it's been over a year since I took his course. So that's true about his forever access to his courses. I don't know about the forever email because they never emailed me back, but initially when I first started, they did. They were really good with getting back with me with the questions that I had. So that's my little review of Chris Virgin. You know what? One thing I wanted to mention, I forgot to mention. So my last video, I told you that I was having a little issue with IntelliTravel. Well, it did get fixed about my commission that I was supposed to get like beginning of last year because it was a cruise that I booked in March of 2019. And I just so happened to look at my commission report. I'm like, I never got paid for this. Like, what's going on? So I did finally get in contact with IntelliTravel, and they paid me my money. So I wanted to go ahead and throw that out there. We all have to kind of give IntelliTravel a break because our company has been growing like expeditiously. I don't know. Every time I say that word, I just think, or see that word, I think it's CI. But no, we've been growing like crazy because I remember when I first started in this company, we only had like 30 something thousand agents. We are over 51 agents right now. So they're like, they're trying to catch up, which happens with a new company. Like, even though IntelliTravel has been around for 27 years, the Planet Marketing side is new. Like, we're still only 4 years old. So IntelliTravel just wasn't ready for the growth sorry, I'm just wiping down some stuff here. My computer looks a little dusty. It looks different in different lighting here. But no, IntelliTravel just wasn't ready for the growth. But you know what? That's what happens with companies, any company, new or old, to be honest. If you just don't expect a certain amount of growth, like Popeyes, okay? Like, all of a sudden this chicken sandwich came up everywhere and they ran out of chicken sandwiches everywhere. They just wasn't ready for the demand, supply and demand. So just be patient with IntelliTravel. Don't be afraid to join. Nobody's perfect. No company is perfect. And I will still be here to help and guide you. So if you're interested in joining the travel biz, let me know. I know a lot of you guys email and text me, which is great. I love talking to you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. So I'm going to leave the link below for Chris Version's website. What else did I say? Oh, Robinhood, if you're interested in maybe signing up and getting a free stock. And yeah. And whatever else I'll leave in my description, just more about the business. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and see you next time. Bye.